Good morning, everyone. This is Lonnie Hill with Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness. This is where we burn calories, we flatline fat, and we strengthen our hearts on a daily basis through exercise. And we also learn nutritional facts so that we may live a long, strong, and healthy lifestyle. Boom. This is Monday, August 27th, 2018, and the topic today is lipids and fatty acids. Now, the reason why I chose this is because, like any other thing, everything is important in regards to what we consume and put into our bodies. You know, there's also an important amount of fats, just like carbohydrates, proteins, and things like that we need to take in on a daily basis. So let's get to talking about these fatty acids and lipids and things like that. So boom. We're going to start with these lipids. Lipids are a group of compounds that include triglycerides, fats and oils, phospholipids, and sterols. If I'm saying that right. Sterols. Lipids. The lipids contained in foods, 95% are fats and oils. In the body, 99% of the stored lipids are also triglycerides. Structurally, triglycerides are three fatty acids attached to the glycerol backbone. I had that pulled up, but for some reason my computer decided it wanted to have a mind of its own and shut off. So we'll get into that on a later date because there's so much we got to cover over a period of time. But boom, fatty acids. If the fatty acids has one double bond in its carbon chain, it is called a monounsaturated fatty acid. If there is more than one point of unsaturation, it is classified as a polyunsaturated fatty acids. Let's talk about this. Polyunsaturated fatty acids provide important essential fatty acids or fats that cannot be manufactured by the body but are for proper health and functioning. So it's just like non-essential and essential amino acids. Boom. The essential ones are the ones that your body can't manufacture on its own, so you have to get it through different sources of food and things like that. So just like the polyunsaturated fatty acids, hey, this is one that can't be manufactured by the body, but you have to get it within the foods and things like that. So boom, there it is, polyunsaturated fat. Now let's talk about these saturated fatty acids. Saturated fatty acids are implicated as a risk factor for heart disease because they raise the bad cholesterol levels, low density lipoproteins, LDL, whereas unsaturated fatty acids associated with increase in good cholesterol, high density lipoproteins, HDL, and decreases the risk of heart disease. So boom, growing up, or not even necessarily growing up, when I started getting into the health field and things like that, I read a lot, didn't do a lot of in-depth detail, and then also listen to a lot of people. Saturated fat is something that you want to minimize. You could, eat some of it, whatever the case, consume some of it within the foods that you do, but you want to minimize it. So that was something that, people always told me. And now that I'm really into the fitness and health field, is forcing me to research this stuff, which I'm loving because I'm learning. It's kind of like if I feed you some fish, boom, you'll eat today. But if I teach you how to fish, you'll feed for a lifetime. So right now I'm fishing for myself and I'm helping you guys out at the same time. So, and you guys are helping me out because I enjoy doing what I'm doing and I enjoy giving this information so that we all can learn. So boom, Lonnie Hill Flatline Fitness. All right, boom. Monounsaturated fatty acids are found in olive and canola oils. And polyunsaturated fatty acids such as omega-3 fatty acids found in cold water fish such as salmon. Boom, for all you meat eaters. Fish. Boom. As a vegetarian, some vegetarians eat fish. It is now accepted. I know back in the days when I used to research vegetarian and stuff like eggs and fish and things like that wasn't accepted as a vegetarian, but nowadays it is. So boom, salmon, omega fatty 3 acids. For all you non-meat eaters, such as myself, you got soy, walnuts, chia, flax, and hemp seeds. They're also considered to have favorable effects on blood lipid profiles and prevention of heart disease, hypertension, arthritis, and cancer. So these omega fatty 3 omega-3 acids that you can get within soy, salmon, walnuts, chia, flax, and so forth, have favorable effects on the blood lipid profiles. They prevent heart disease, hypertension, arthritis, and cancer. So these omega-3 fatty acids are very important to consume. So hey, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at some Dr. Sebi the other day, somebody that I follow. He's very, very, very good at what he did, and he's full of information. One thing he says, in order to eat properly, the first thing you have to start with is love. It always has to start with love, meaning that you have to love yourself so much that you want to take care of yourself, because a person who's lacking love within themselves isn't going to go through with all this stuff, because there's nothing easy about it. I remember years ago, I was talking to a very wise brother that I still talk to this day, and I asked him, I said, man, do you love yourself? And the reason why I asked him that, because he had a cigarette in his mouth, and he said, I'm learning to. And that was the perfect answer. You know what I mean? So, boom. It always has to start with love for self, because then you're going to want to do what it takes to make sure that self is healthy. So let's talk about these trans fats. Trans fatty acids, the results of hydrogenation, or the process of adding hydrogen to unsaturated fatty acids to make them harder at room temperature and increase food shelf life. That's that trans fat. That's that trans fat. That's that stuff that they put in the food to make it last longer, so you can put it on the shelf, boom, and leave it there for a little while and then go back into it and eat it. You know what I'm saying? That's that stuff you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Trans fatty acids have been shown to increase LDL cholesterol and decrease HDL cholesterol, much like saturated fats, but at a higher level. So boom, trans fat, you want to stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? You want to stay away from it, period. You want to stay away from saturated fat too, but you see anything with trans fat in it, hey, run the other way. Say, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's talk about the functions of lipids. Lipids, or fats, are the most concentrated source of energy in the diet. 1 gram of fat yields approximately 9 calories when oxidized, furnishing more than twice the calories per gram of carbohydrates and proteins alone. Fats also act as carriers for the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. Vitamin D aids in the absorption of calcium, making it available to body tissues, particularly to the bones and teeth. Fats are also important for the conversion of carotene to vitamin A. Boom. So, fat carries vitamin A, D, E, and K, boom, through the bloodstream for absorption is what I'm getting out of this. Let's reread it. Fats also act as carriers for the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. Vitamin D aids in the absorption of calcium, making it available to the body tissues, particularly to the bones and teeth. Fats also important for the conversion of carotene to vitamin A. So, boom, yeah, fats are very important as well, but you got to make sure that you're getting the right kind of fats. You don't want to get those fats that's in like candy bars and things like that, or even meat. I mean, meat has some good fats in it too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, just dog or meat or whatever, but it is what it is. Those starchy foods, French fries, fried foods, McDonald's, them fast foods and things like that. All them trans fats and stuff like that, boom. Stay away from that crap. All right. Fats are involved in cellular membrane structure and functions, precursors to hormone, cellular signals, regulations of excretion of nutrients in the cells, surrounding, protecting, and holding in places organs such as the kidneys, heart, and liver. So, boom, that's what fat does in the body. So I guess it plays a big role in it. So you want to have some fat. Recommendations. According to the Institute of Medicine, an acceptable macronutrients distribution range for food intake for adults is 20 to 35% of the total caloric intake. So I think that kind of matches up with the protein. Athletes are recommended to consume 20 to 25% of the total caloric intake from fat. So boom, there it is. Talking about fats today with Lonnie Hill Flatline Fitness. You know, fats are just as important as carbohydrates, proteins, fiber, and things like that. All the other things that we've covered, and there's a lot more we're gonna cover, you know, throughout this course, because Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness isn't going anywhere. So, like I said today, fats and lipids. Let me know what you guys think about this. Excuse me. Give me your feedback. It's very appreciated. No negative talk. You know, we always promote positivity, growth as growth collectively. So boom, there it is. Take care. God bless. You can find me on Facebook under Lonnie Hill Flatline. You can find me on YouTube under Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness. You can find me on Instagram under Flatline Fitness 1. Email is flat_linefitness@yahoo.com. As you guys look at my page, you know, we work out hard, we grind, we get it in. You know, people are absolutely losing weight, getting in shape, and learning from this information that I'm providing. And I'm also learning from them, because I search the web and search other people's pages on Facebook and find out interesting information. And I'll post it on my page, you know, as long as it has to do with fitness and health and growing as an individual and collectively. I'm absolutely going to post it on my page, because that's what it's about, us growing together, us living healthier, of us being stronger and getting in shape and cutting down the body fat, so that we can enjoy the fruits of our labor while we out here, you know, trying to secure our future. So boom, there it is. Like I said, Lonnie Hill Flatline Fitness Facebook, YouTube, Lonnie Hill's Flatline on Facebook, Flatline Fitness 1 on Instagram. Remember, keep God first in everything that you do. Family second. Follow your dreams. Don't compromise. Don't sacrifice. Don't give up for nothing. Grind hard. It ain't going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen as long as you stay true to who you are as a person morally, and never give up on yourself. Boom. There it is. If you give up on yourself, you give up on everybody that believe in you, and you prove all the ones right that doubted you. Think about that. Take care. God bless. See y'all in a minute.